right, guys, welcome back again, and thank you, Artie, for those lovely interviews with ViolentGG and Team Grand. These guys are here to do some fantastic work with you guys today and to show off and give you guys some entertainment. So let's give them a lot of support in the chat, and let's give them a lot of love because they're going to be doing a lot of good work with us. And you know, these teams definitely have a bit of experience across the board. We have Team Grand, they average on their team 2 to 3 years on their play experience. And of course, with ViolentGG, we have a bit of a mixed bag with it, but we are looking at an average of 2 to 3 years, but we do have one of the newest players on the team that's only been playing for 8 months. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to go. We'll let you know more of who that may be. We'll leave that as a surprise when we get into game, but we'll see if you guys can figure out who that 8-month person is, because we don't know what the player skills are just yet. We're waiting for them to get set up, but definitely going to be fun to try and pick out that person. So let's see if we can't figure that one out.
I mean, we know their skills are going to be up there because they're in the semifinals of the tournament. But the other thing about ViolentGG is, you know, they are fairly new in that the team was just reformed about 2 months ago. So they really only recently have come together, and they're making a splash here in the first main tournament of a Critical Ops circuit. But we are getting into the map Vetoes. It is going to be Port banned away first by ViolentGG.
Yeah, looks like Team Grand decided to say absolutely no to Legacy. Now let's find out what ViolentGG is going to have us for the first map, which is going to be Canal. And Team Grand, they decided to pick Grounded as per last time as well. These are the same matchups that we saw for the first set of matches. ViolentGG coming in for the ban on Bureau. They are definitely not wanting to play that.
I was just going to say Bureau was still up, and Raid getting taken off as well, which of course means Plaza will once again be our decider map. So actually going to be the exact same lineup from our first semifinal. Canals into Grounded, into Plaza if necessary. So we'll see how this one's going to shape up as we are going to be getting ready to get into our games here shortly. The second semifinal is players are just getting into the lobby as we speak. And again, ViolentGG, this kind of up and coming newcomer team, very young team as well. Most of the players only being 14, or actually all of the players being 14 or 15, you know, and that's, you know, Critical Ops, a lot of the teams do have younger players on them, but usually you see at least 1 or 2 players that are 18, 19 or so. As you see, you know, from Team Grand, actually most of their team is, you know, 16, 18, 19. So a very, very young squad from ViolentGG looking to really make a splash here in this first main tournament.
Yeah, it's definitely going to see there is always that younger advantage for the dexterity. I mean, the ages between them are definitely not too massive, but definitely with the roster being primarily 15 and 2 being 14, these guys definitely have something to prove as the young and up and coming. So we'll have to see, because like I said, Grand is a champion in certain events, and at this point, will the young and up and coming take the win and show that they can still play with everybody else just the same, or is Grand gonna take it and continue their reign of supreme to continue on to go up against, well, Rain and to the finals?
Looking to get this game underway here in just a moment.
But just to let you guys know, we do have some beautiful words that we need to let you guys know from the developers themselves. You know, definitely for the changes that they made to help complement the circuit. You know, they've definitely made some economy changes to allow pistol rounds to not really punish anybody for losing, so they can still continue to earn money and it doesn't hurt as bad. They definitely did some changes to the weapons to make it to where more diversity is better. Definitely before AKs were definitely ruling the scene, there was definitely some tweaks made to where it's a little bit more balancing together. So definitely gotta appreciate that to create the diversity.
I want to hold that thought though, because right now these are getting a lot of kills coming through in favor of ViolentGG. This first pistol round just about over. Only one member left on the side of Grand, and now he's down as well. And it's ViolentGG taking round number 1 with a full sweep.
Yeah, they definitely came in real quick. I wasn't even able to barely finish that. They just wiped out Grand for that first round and already taking on the board. Now, they're definitely going to have the advantage right now because they're going to be going into the SMGs and slightly into the, little bit less better assault rifles. But we do see an entire lineup for Grand right now with all revolvers. So remember, that damage that they can deal with those revolvers is going to be absolutely nuts. If they can get the headshot or 2 body shots, it's all over. The SMGs, on the other hand, definitely do not have the range advantage on this one. So they are definitely at their current state, hanging out by T-Bridge. They are definitely got the advantage for distance right now. Now we do have 2 of the team members who do have the assault rifles that actually, 3 that can actually get the range. But again, those revolvers are absolutely deadly.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Even though it is an advantage to have the guns purchased over the pistols, but you still like you said, you have to be careful because one headshot is all it takes with the revolver to take someone down. But right now, it doesn't really matter. Magistrio heading a 3K, almost getting the 4, but his teammate accidentally goes up, gets the knife onto Pyres to finish off that second round.
Yep. So they are just moving right along. ViolentGG. Again, those newcomers and definitely the young blood showing up strong here at the beginning. So we're gonna have to find out if they're gonna keep this moving. Grand, a little bit to a slow start, but again, as we saw that with Rain, did the same thing though. They had a rough start for the first round here on Canal, so we'll find out if Rain will be doing that as well. Sorry, see if Grand's gonna be doing that where Rain had that issue. And we're going to be getting off real quick. Mag going for the triple kill again. Vin getting a kill as well with Rex finishing it out. And so they are now moving down to just 1 left, which never mind. Gesh is going to go ahead and take out Champ. And they are going to go ahead and get that 3rd round for them as well.
Yeah, leaving dominant fashion thus far in these first 3 rounds for ViolentGG. I mean, you expect it in round number 2 after a win in round 1, but round 1 and round 3 have both been very heavily one-sided in favor of ViolentGG. They're going to be looking to keep this up now. It's going to be using that U ratio Venely, trying to get that kill underneath the red car. Doesn't get the kill though, and so they know where at least one Pearl player is with that U ratio sitting and watching over the Canals.
Yeah, and definitely it looks like Grand is going for a bit of a power play to just kind of save their money. Because right now they are looking to save it, and I feel like they're going for very specific weapons to get into position. Rex getting the first kill out on Gesha, but Medley is able to come in and clean it up. Mag going for Jiggy there, taking him out, actually getting for the double, taking out Pyrus, but Explicit is able to take out Mag with the headshot with the revolver. Easy peasy. Again, that 1-shot headshot is absolutely deadly if you can make it work.
Wins.
Codife going to be coming in, cleaning up the final 2 members of Grand though, and still at 3 members of Violent still alive at the end of that round. So even though, again, that's probably the best round that we've seen thus far in these first 4 from Grand, and that's not going to cut it. You're going to be needing to get at least a few more kills. Mag's 10-2, holding down that number 1 spot thus far early on, and really in dominant fashion.
Oh yeah, we're on the 5th round with 10 kills already.
Make that 11.
Make that 11. Yeah, Jiggy going out. He is just wiping the floor right now, which I guess he had his cornflakes and got ready to go this afternoon to get into these matches. Rex taking out the headshot with the AK on Gesha, and yeah, he is just rocking it right now.
And the difficult thing here for Team Grand is even if they win this round, they're not going to be resetting the economy of ViolentGG anytime soon. Especially, I mean, Melody sitting on 9,800. That's going to be a couple kills traded, but Mag ends up finding one, finding a second. That's another 3K for Mag in this game. We're only 5 rounds in, and that's his 3rd triple of the game of the match.
Yeah, sitting at 13-2. Still no death, but racking up the kills. The closest person to him is on Team Grand is 4. just 4. He is almost a 10 kill lead ahead of the closest person on the enemy team. And now, of course, you know, that's currently on defense or offense. The entirety of it. Now, of course, we can see some changes, but Getcha going for the double kill, triple kill, actually taking out Jiggy, Pyrus, and Explicit. And then we got Gesha getting taken out, so the reign of terror is over for that. But you see Sir hopping out on Cot there and getting taken out. And we're now down to a 2v2 left for ViolentGG and Grand. Mag getting another kill, just racking it up again, taking Rex out.
Sir Glacial, only one left standing, does stop the defuse.
Does indeed. It looks like Vin is able to finish and go for the defuse.
Bomb has been defused.
Finishes him off, gets the defuse. 6-0 now in favor of ViolentGG. They are on defense, which is, defense generally has the advantage, but it's being up 6-0 is just such a great start for a team. And again, the mental aspect of it, the confidence is going to be just overflowing for ViolentGG at this point.
Oh yeah, especially if they know the history of Grand, knowing their wins, knowing their team, knowing what they've done, and starting off with, again, 6-0, which is absolutely impressive, which is who they're up against, is nuts. Now, Sir's going to start off with the headshot on Gesha to start us off, getting the first kill of the match. And grenades are flying, equipment is going, everybody's taking damage. Mag taking another just lick on to his kills and taking out Rex. These guys are not playing for this one. Vin is actually able to come in and clean up Sir. Explosive is able to take out Cot there. Mag still able to get the kill to just add on to it. But looks like Medley is able to come through and clean it up. Mag at 16-4. Vin sitting there at 7 and Gesh at 5. And then, of course, we got Rex, Sir, and Explicit at 5, 4, and 2.
And while, obviously, we're going to be talking about Mag a lot because of the 16 kills he's dropped in 7 rounds. I also want to point out Venely, 0 deaths in 7 rounds, which is equally as impressive. So these two players especially just really taking it to Team Grand and just looking like they're on a totally different level.
Yes, and at this point, if anybody has any predictions of what you guys might think, we're just going to go ahead and see if we can have a poll to find out what Mag is going to end with his score. He may be able to hit up into the 30s by the time this is over.
I mean, he may not, because we only may get 13 rounds out of this the way this game's going thus far.
Well,
so
very fair. Very fair. But we have the swap still. So maybe. But Mag did just taking Jiggy out and getting it right off the bat. Vin taking out Pyrus. Rex getting a double kill, actually. Mag and Vin getting both taken out. The top guys getting just thrown to the curb. But that doesn't stop them still. The rest of their teammates come in to clean up the rest and to take the 8th round. 0 still for Grand right now.
Yeah, this is not looking very good for Team Grand. I mean, yes, comebacks do happen. Yes, we've seen comebacks happen. I've seen 12-0 comebacks end up 13-12. So it can happen. It's just not likely. But Champion Rex getting the kill on the Venely, finally taking Venely down. I'm not sure if Venely died last round as well or not, but either way, that's a rare sight thus far in this matchup, is for Venely to be on the ground.
Yeah, Venely did die last round, so that is the 2nd death. But 2 deaths in 8 rounds, still not terrible. But we still have Mag out on the field with that silenced dog, so itching to get some more kills. Everybody is currently slowly moving forward, but right now there is an advantage. At least one, never mind, is taken out. Explicit is down with a headshot. Just as I say that, now we're down tied with 3-3 right now. Mag really low right now. Medley hanging out there, and looks like we're going to see Pyrus get taken out from Mag.
Caught reloading.
Yeah, that's just one of those times where there's nothing you can do about it. Although bomb is going down, not coming in here to clean up Rex, and is he able to get Jiggy, which is yes, and that defuse is going to happen.
Yeah, so great job there by Cot, cleaning up, getting those final 2 kills and the defuse. 9-0 now for ViolentGG. absolutely stellar performance from them to start this one off. And you look at the economy for either of these two teams, and it's just a dramatic difference. I mean, individual players on the side of ViolentGG have about as much money as the entirety of Team Grand combined.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. We're seeing with $334,000 in the bank. I mean, they're close. They're just off by a factor of 10. So I mean, they're pretty
just
even.
one minute away. They're just missing a 0.
Yeah, and so they're staying pretty close together, which is pretty good. Again, Jiggy getting that double kill there. Mag and Cod getting taken out, and so that's good for them. But Explicit is down, really low on health, and so is Sir. So it's not looking too good.
Sir Glacial also with the U ratio, so now one shot either way could do it, and that's going to be Cadillac getting the kill onto Explicit. Glacial does take out Melody though.
Yes, they're still down 3-2, which we're gonna see
Glacial
coming in,
5
taking out
and a dream.
Yeah, he is just he's going to the last possible second. Vin is the only one left. Can he do it? He's got a sniper. We may have a sniper war here, but definitely not. He's gonna hold.
Yeah, Venley just saves the U ratio. And so finally, one round goes the way of Team Grand. Sir Glacial able to find a few kills there while sitting on 6 HP. So coming through a little pretty clutch there. Pyres still 0 and 10. Really needs to start figuring things out a bit here for himself, because the 0-10 is not going to be cutting it in the semifinals of a tournament like this.
But we are 1 kill away from Mag to hit 20, but unfortunately for him, Glacial's there with that sniper rifle to ruin his day, to take him out. Now, Cot here is waiting just for the corner to get hit. Glacial takes out Melody, getting taken out. Vin coming for Rex, but Gesh getting taken out by Jiggy. Cot taking out Explicit, and Pirate taking out Cot. Bomb is going down. We have one person left, which is Vin, which has next to no health, 5. And there are 3 members of Grand alive, which Jiggy is the one to put the gravestone on Vinny for that round, giving them 2 rounds finally. And it's currently 9-2 with ViolentGG currently in the lead.
And Pyres did finally get on the board that round as well, getting their first kill of the map. And Team Grand using a site rush these last 2 rounds, rushing A, and they're going to be going in the exact same thing here. It worked the last 2, keep doing it till it doesn't. That's seems to be their strategy right now, is they're getting onto the site, but now they're going to be getting potentially caught out here. Nope, not going to find it.
Now it looks like Pirate's able to take out Cot, and Rex coming in for Mag, keeping him away from that 20 kill range. They are gunning for him, so he cannot get there. So he is still sitting at 19. Vin takes out Glacial, and we're seeing Medley trying to work his way in, trying to get some shots in. Gesh coming from the side is able to make contact with Pyres. We do still have 3 alive, but he is able to finish off Explicit, and Rex finishes off Gesh. Medley going down to Rex as well, getting that double kill, 1 with headshot and 1 to the body, leaving that with 3-9. Grand currently at 3, and GG Violent, they are at 9.
So Grand do take 3 rounds in a row there to end the first half. Looking a little bit better on those last few rounds. Actually, well, a lot a bit better in the last 3 rounds to be precise, but it's still an uphill battle. ViolentGG only need to get 4 here on the attacking side in order to take map number 1. And Mag, you mentioned he was looking for that 20 bomb, and he's been sitting at 19 for so long. So great job by the members of Team Grand to kind of be able to stifle that in the last few rounds.
Yeah, we're seeing Glacial try to double back around, next to nothing on his health. Trying to move back around. Bomb is planted. Everybody is currently getting to position. Mag setting up. Oh, this does not look good. Glacial is having a bit of a problem, but actually still survives and is able to still take out people with as little health as he had. Medley getting the double kill, though, and Jiggy going for Vin. We now have 1 person left, which is Medley. There's still 2 alive, Jiggy and Pyrus. And Pyrus is able to finish off Medley, and they are able to get the defuse, giving them the 4th round. They may have found their sweet spot. They're now on the way back up, trying to get up into the catch back up to the 9. So we are seeing them actually come back. Now we're going to start seeing the beautiful weapons. We're going to see the SMGs, and unfortunately for Violent, they are still stuck with the pistols, but it definitely is not necessarily a bad thing with how much damage the Deagle can do. But definitely, they definitely have the advantage with multi-fires here. Finn is going to start us off with Rex. Pyre's going to be able to take out Finn for the swap. Pyre's actually going to get the double kill on Mag, again, preventing him from going any further. They have had enough of his antics. They are keeping him down. They are now on trying to keep him from doing anything else to ruin their day. And so we are seeing them slowly move.
Yeah, very slowly pushing up now with the threat of the plant not really going to be much of a concern, considering they have they have the bomb down right by Cafe, and so they can just hold these angles. They only really have to worry about 3 angles total, and you've got pretty much all of them covered. So really good positioning right now from Team Grand. It's going to be so tough for ViolentGG to get onto this site and get that bomb down. And that's not going to happen at all, as all 3 angles covered, all 3 angles get a kill.
Yep, which is going to bring them up to 5. Coming back, they have now at 5, 9. Mag still at 19. He's really trying to hit 20 at least. But they are definitely trying to keep him down. So we might see him hit 20. My prediction of 30 definitely may not be coming true. He was rocking it out, but now not so much. So we may not be able to see that, but I can at least hope for at least a 2-0 for his scoreboard. Medley coming in to start us off with Glacial getting taken out with a headshot. And so we are now automatically down, but Rex decides to get some revenge and take out Gesha. Pyre's trying to get through the smoke, trying to get a few hit markers, but he's not able to make any contact. Yeah, there we go. Mag getting the shot on Jiggy, taking him out, and Vin taking out Explicit. So he is now at 20, finally, for this matchup. We're now at a 2v4. It's not looking good for Team Grand to get in there, but Pirates is able to take out Caught there with a headshot with a silenced dog, but is taken out very swiftly from Vin, and it's all down to Rex with 53 health.
53 health, and has to push in against 3 members. Not likely going to be happening. Almost gets a kill out of it, but does end up falling in the end. So ViolentGG, they end the skid there. They lost 5 rounds in a row, but finally are able to get themselves back on the board and back to winning ways. We'll see if they can close this one out. They need 3 more rounds at this point, and they're going to be having a little bit of a resurgence, you feel, although Explicit not buying a weapon and going with just the pistol for this round.
Yeah, I feel like he's going for trying to build his money up a little bit, because right now we're still seeing a little bit of a still positive, but still a deficit for Rand. They're only at 3K, where ViolentGG is at 12, so they definitely have more money in the bank. Still, they're getting knocked down constantly, but they still have money in the bank. Again, starting us off with Glacial getting taken out, Caught taking out Jiggy. So it is 1 by 1 going down for Team Grand. Pirates is able to take out Caught, but we see Medley come in and take him out for the trade. Explicit is going to try and come in here, but doesn't really do much. Medley is able to take him out with a headshot with that silenced dog, leaving Rex again by himself with a shotgun, trying to just hold and keep some money in the bank.
Yeah, he's just going to look for a couple exit frags here.
Ooh, here we go. Ooh, 1 and 2. Double kill. Mag and Vin both down. Shotgun takes his weapon. Spray and praise, trying to keep it. Goes for the sniper rifle. Oh, it gets taken out right from behind. As soon as he turns around, Medley's there, ready and waiting to go. Takes him out, and that is going to be 11-5. Just absolutely nasty shots there. He was a bit of a panic, though. But he was not able to continue that momentum with that, and he got taken out.
Yeah, and that's a big kill from Melody as well, because it was the U ratio that had been picked up by Rex, so it would have been actually really nice for the economy. Instead, 2 members have to save because all 5 of them died. So 2 pistols, one of them's already down. There's a shotgun for Pyres. And the 1 member that did have a gun is now out as well with Rex. So ViolentGG looking like they're going to take their 12th round here as they are just cleaning up at the moment.
Yes, we have Jiggy and Explicit still left. But we have all 5 members of ViolentGG still here. So it's 2v5, and at this stage of the game, I'm not really sure if that's going to work out. It doesn't look like it. Vinny and Medley are both able to take them out, and that's going to give them the 12th round. Mag still sitting at 20, so he did make the 20 mark. Melody, though, is up at 15, Vin at 14, Gesha at 13, and Caught down there with 9, which is definitely fine because he's definitely above the majority of Grand, which is sitting at 17, 10, 8, 7, and 4. So definitely with even the lowest member of ViolentGG is still well above the majority of Grand right now.
Yeah, this ViolentGG has just looked so dominant, even though they lost 5 rounds in a row. As now 2 quick kills from Kotefe is going to be setting them up nicely to secure this map. Venely finds one as well. But, you know, they lost 5 rounds in a row, but they just looked so dominant throughout this map. Really, really strong showing early on here. We'll see if they can keep it up. Very likely going to be going into map number 2 after this round, as it is all up to Rex with a shotgun versus 5.
And he was going to go for the stab, but unfortunately he was ready and waiting. But Melody is able to finish that off. Bomb was planted as well. They just absolutely took it. Now again, Grand had a good moment with those 5 rounds, but that is the 13th round going to go to ViolentGG. And now we still got some more matches ready to go for you guys. We got to get them set up and everything, but they are definitely showing some good work with ViolentGG coming again. Again, those underdogs definitely showing up against Grand. And so we will be right back. We're going to get the next match set up for you guys, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, guys, welcome back. We are going into the second round we're going to be looking at Grand versus ViolentGG. So we're just going to go ahead and go over a little bit of recap of the scores from last game. So we had a 13-5, which that 13 was going to be Violent. Right there, we had Mag. He got his way up to a solid 20 kills. Melody got all the way up to 17. Vin got to 15. Gesha got to 13. And Kot got to 11. Now, Grand still did very nicely, at least for some of the teammates. Definitely did better than others. We have Rex at 18. Glacial at 10. We had Pyrus at 8. Jiggy with 7, and Explicit at 4. So they did pretty admirably for the first round. Yeah, they got to get more into it. Again, we did see Rain earlier do the same thing, lost that first round, actually pretty similarly with the rounds as well. So we could still see a comeback from Grand to take it all the way like Rain did. But currently right now, ViolentGG is absolutely dominating right now. Grand did get a small window in there for 5 rounds that they were able to win. But at this point, we're looking like ViolentGG is coming up from underneath.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very strong round from ViolentGG, able to pick up, like you said, the 13-5. It was 5 rounds in a row from the side of Grand, and that's actually a little concerning to me. Is that I would actually much rather see a team, if they're gonna go down 13-5, that they pick up rounds here and there, as opposed to just having that one long streak. So that one streak could just be, all right, you got 2 good rounds in, and then you reset their economy, and you won when they had bad economy there. Whereas if you can pick up a round or 2 here, a round or 2 there, like that kind of shows that you're able to win rounds while on even footing. And that we really haven't been able to see from Grand in that first map. So we're going to have to be keeping an eye and see how this second map's going to go. I think the first round or 2 is actually going to be extremely important here on map number 2, which, as you can see, is going to be grounded from the way that it was picked through. It is going to be ViolentGG and Team Grand, not Rain and Elevate, however. But it was actually ended up being the same maps picked. The bands were different, but the maps picked ended up being the same for the 2 teams regardless, for each of these semifinals.
Yeah, so we're going to be seeing Grounded coming up. That's the next map that we're there getting ready for you. Everybody's getting in, locked and loaded, and getting into positions and getting ready for you guys to see what they can do. So Grounded is definitely going to be the next match that we're going to be going through. But I definitely want to make a nice notion To our lovely sponsors for this event. We have to go ahead and commend Geyser. If you guys want to go over there and get involved and get signed up, make an account. Yeah, that it's going to be geyser.io. If you see a .com or .net, that's definitely not the one you're looking for. It's going to be geyser.io. Or if you want to go follow them on Twitter, it's going to be @Geyser. So if you go to Twitter and find them out and go ahead and drop them a follow for being the gracious sponsor for this event. And also don't forget to go ahead and check out COpsLeague.com. And then also criticalopsgame.com as well is going to be the websites to go check out. And also the Twitter handles for those will be COps_esports and @COps_league. Go follow those Twitter accounts, go get the notifications and be available to receive those. And so you guys can keep up to date with everything that's going on and these matches when they go live. But again, do go make an account and get involved with Geyser. They're definitely help us out a whole lot, and go show them some love and go make an account. And so we're also going to be looking at as well for, again, these guys for these tournaments. We again have the lineup here. Again, just because they lose from these, we definitely are still going to be gaining points. And that will be then going towards the next qualifiers and everybody again moving forward. So just because people lose here or don't make it into the finals, it's still fine.
Yeah, so we are going to be getting into game, but it is currently a 4v5. One member of ViolentGG actually not currently connected. So we'll see. Hopefully they can get themselves on, but we do have to get the game started. So going to be starting things off here with, I believe this will be the knife round to determine the side. So not the worst disadvantage time to have a disadvantage. Hopefully they can get their fifth member reconnected before the game actually starts. And they win, even with 4v5. They win the knife round regardless. So numbers advantage be damned. It's still going to be ViolentGG taking control of that first knife round and choosing which side they would like to play on.
Yeah, at the current moment, we're waiting on Melody to hop on in. That is the person we are missing. Now, of course, we may see another sub. Of course, again, guys, remember if that is the possibility, remember subbing out actually does hurt you a little bit on your points. You do lose points for subbing people out. Of course,
only if
in the circuit,
no, it's only for roster changes. If you had you can have your subs in your roster, and that's you can make those substitutions perfectly fine. But if you try and make roster changes after the first tournament, that's one of the things that they were trying to promote with the Critical Ops League and this whole circuit idea is to keep these teams together, have these teams that join and then stay together for an extended period of time. But first round, we're just already taking out ViolentGG. I'm not sure. Are we? Yeah. So we're gonna be going live here now. Round 1, 0-0. It is going to be Melody. It did get back connected, so we've got our full 5v5.
I tell you what, though, Melody's got to be pretty happy walking in, knowing that they won that. So definitely looking pretty good for that. But yes, and I do apologize for that. But yes, for the as long as you don't make any roster changes as a whole, you will be fine. Definitely, it's a bit of pre-planning that's involved with that. So it in itself, you have to make sure everything is in order first for everything to be done with that. So I mean, so as long as you have your subs ready to go, you can easily swap in and out. But definitely, we got Melody back in here, so that's good to see. Mag actually one of the first to go. Pyrus coming out as well, getting knocked out. So we're down to a 4v4. So we are looking pretty decent on the board with everybody with their current pistols. A lot of revolvers out, a couple deagles. Again, pistol round, nothing too crazy, but surprisingly, no one's pushing super hard with it.
And it's actually going to be the bomb did get spotted there, but picked back up. Venely is going to be holding on to this one, but low on health. As with 3 members pushing out onto B site, they charge right out onto the site, get a couple of picks, a couple of get traded. It's 2v2 now, but a health advantage for the side of Grand.
Yeah, COD is the last person alive right now. Is not looking good. About 60% on the health. We've got 2 people, Jiggy and Glacial, still sitting really nicely with 100% and about 90% health. So COD's not looking pretty good right now. And we are waiting, just sitting and waiting. We're Cot needs to push or anything. We got 17 seconds left. Now moving forward, Cot is trying to get a few shots into the distance, trying to keep both sides. They're gonna push from both sides, it looks like, and he's gonna get a couple in. Cot is able to take out Glacier, but looks like Jiggy pulls back. Can Jiggy make it through? But just held out just in time, and that round is actually gonna go to Grand. So
Very
they're
smart
looking,
play.
yes,
Very-
to actually get out of there and move away and just don't even bother with it.
Yeah, because I mean, Jiggy knows in that situation, if he goes down, then that's going to be the round win for the side of ViolentGG. So really good job of heads up awareness, saying, okay, my teammate just got picked off. I know that they don't have enough time, so let me just get to a spot where I can be safe and not get killed as well. Right now, Violent just rushing in heavily into mid. They are going to start getting picked off, though, by this
double kill. We got Cod going down, and we also got Melody going down. But Pyrus also picks up Mag, taking him out, and we've got Vinny taking out Glacial to end that spree. It's a 3v2. Vinny looking not too good, about 40% health. Gesha sitting there with 100, but also everybody on Grand is at 100%. Not looking too good. Jiggy gets a headshot on Gesha, which finishes the last full health person on the team for ViolentGG. All we have left is Vin. It looks like he might try and hold it, but not looking good with just a suppressed pistol. Not looking too good.
Yeah, Venely's gonna have to decide. Has plenty of time though, so could potentially try and rotate around. Does pick up a gun, so now has more than just the pistol at least, and is looking to make a rotate over, but is now likely going to have those footsteps be heard.
Pushing just a little bit, trying to get a few shots through the glass, but doesn't help at all. Jiggy gets a line of sight, and Vinny goes down. And so that's going to be the second one going to Grand. We're currently looking at Glacier with 3, Explicit with 2, Jiggy with 2, Pyrus with 2, and Rex down with 0. Rex definitely has some time to come back up. Akot sitting at 2, and along with Melody at 2. And our second tag team duo for ViolentGG, both at 1.
And so early on, first 2 rounds going the way of Grand. So off to a good start here at least. But now, again, this is when it really starts to count. When everyone's got their rifles, a couple of snipers can come out at times in round 3, but not usually. Glacial does have one. And so we'll see if he's able to put that to use. Currently 1 for 1. Glacial does get that pick. He knows where members are, throws the grenade, looking for more.
Trying to move from the side. Jiggy is able to take out Cot, still with that sniper rifle. Definitely my colors of choice with that sniper rifle, but unfortunately Gesha is able to take him out. We got Jiggy, who might be able to, but definitely not take out Gesha, which Gesh gets that second kill, making that a double. And bomb is planted and down. We're looking at a 2v2. Gesh not looking too hot with about 25 to 30 health right now. Mag still at 100, and Pyrus and Rex at 100, but that also doesn't matter with some well-placed headshots. People can get taken out. And just like that, as I mentioned, Gesh goes for Rex and gets taken out, and Mag takes out Pyrus with a headshot as well. So both go down. Even that health disadvantage did not matter with a well-placed shot.
And Mag getting on the board here in map number 2. Was the top frag in map 1. Took a little bit to get rolling here, but now we'll see if he can start riding that momentum and look for more as they try and even this one up at 2 rounds apiece.
And they're definitely going to go for that quick rush over through the storage area, going to the A main there. They're going to go for the rush. Rex getting into position, and it's the entire team running, so this is about to get chaotic really fast. They're all waiting to come in. Jiggy gets Melody. Gesha takes out Jiggy, but then we also got Cot coming in for Rex, taking him out. We've got 3v4, which that is looking good for Violent right now with as the extra player, but Cot right now is not looking good for his health. But Pyrus is able to take him out with a shotgun blast to the stomach. And Explicit's currently walking in. Not sure if the shotgun's going to get him, but definitely not. Mag takes out Pyrus. Vin takes out Explicit. We're sitting at 1 being Glacier, and is unfortunately not able to make it work. Vin takes him out, but is able to still pick up Gesha before he goes.
Yeah, great job there by Violent, able to take that site quickly and then just sit on the right angles, waiting for people to come in. You know, Pyrus did get a nice, pretty much a blind shotgun blast through the smoke. But of course, once you make that shot, everyone knows where you are. And so they quickly were able to kind of recover on the side of ViolentGG, figure out where their opponents were, and take them down with relative ease, honestly, in that round. Now, gonna be Pyre starting off with a nice headshot to get the first pick. Finds a second one as well.
Yeah, and Cott was able to finish out Glacial, and of course, we may still see some shenanigans coming from him, but currently right now, Cott is not looking good on health, and neither is Vin. Both well below half, and Melody is the only one with full health, and almost everybody on Team Grand is sitting there at the top, but it looks like Explicit is going to be able to take Vin out with ease from the side to Melody, finishing off Explicit, and we are now left with Melody and Cott.
Both low on health as well, so it's going to be a tough round for them. The bomb is on Cott right now. They're pushing up on towards B. Nobody knows that they're here. Everyone from Grand is looking towards A. They're finally realizing, hey, there's no one over on this side of the map, and starting to rotate back over. As Violent needs to get this plant here soon. They do find Codefay, gets picked off. Pyres finds them and is able to clean up. That's 4 kills that round for Pyres.
Yeah, Pyres is doing an absolute bomb job and is actually up to 7 to take the lead on the team. Glacial is sitting at 6, Jiggy at 4, and Explicit at 3. Rex still sitting at 0, but that's okay. We still got time. Weirdly enough, Mag is at the bottom. Mag is at the bottom with 2 kills on Violent right now, and definitely a bit of a difference from last one being all the way up at 20. Explicit holding this corner, getting a few shots in, and is able to at least take out one, being caught, but Gesh is able to finish that off. Glacial coming for the double kill and taking out Melody and Mag, but Gesh is able to, again, clean up the kill, but it doesn't actually weigh out in the favor. There's still 2 now. There was a 2v3, but Vin was able to take out Pyrus right in the stomach with that sniper rifle and making it even now. Everybody's health looks relatively close besides Gesha, but again, as we've seen, those well-placed headshots can easily end that.
Rex wasn't quite able to hold the angle where the bomb was, and so that was Venly able to go in and pick that one up. As now Venly and Cadillac going to be looking to push onto B site. They do have that U ratio that can really do wonders on the long angles behind B here, but there's going to be Rex
maybe getting up pretty good here. Yes, he does. Gets the headshot, and Vin and Gesh go down. Comes in from the side. You always have to watch your flank.
Rex also grabs that U ratio for the team. See if he actually throws it over to a teammate. So they're going to be giving that over to Glacial. And so nice job by Rex, able to find that flank, come all the way around, get the 2 kills, get the gun for his team as well. And Grand looking good here through the first 7 rounds. Oh my god.
Oh, double kill with the grenade on Vin, Cott, and then G hits a double kill on Gesh Medley, and then Rex comes in to clean up Mag. And just like that, it's over, going to the 5th round, going to Grand. Just like that, with that double kill grenade really throws things off. And they had an entire plan to rush, but that grenade ruined that completely.
Yeah, great grenade from Rex. We were just talking about how he finished off that last round strong, carries that momentum into a double grenade, and finds an extra kill on top of it. And so Rex going from 0 kills to suddenly having 5 kills in just the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, so it's great to see him not at 0 anymore. Definitely great, although Pyrostigi just taken out by Gesha. So that is unfortunate for them to start off for this round, but of course, you know, maybe if they try those well-placed grenades again, Rex might be able to help out, because they're about to converge on him right here. They're looking to hang out all in the storage area. There's a smoke out. He does get a hit marker and knows that they are there. Trying to use the movement and is not able to get the grenade off. Vin gets the body shot on Rex to take him out. And so we're now sitting at a 3v5 with everybody with just about full health for ViolentGG right now.
And what a great timing on Venely's sniper shot there, because if Rex gets that grenade off, that does damage to the entire team, if not getting a couple kills. So instead, because of that one pick, ViolentGG able to storm onto A site and hold it down, get the rest of the kills, and just like that, getting themselves their 3rd round, as Gesha currently leading the charge for ViolentGG with 9 kills. They're Glacial up there with 8. So I mean, really, the scoreboards look extremely similar right now.
Yeah, we're sitting really nice and happily between these two, even though they are down 2 rounds being Violent GG. These guys are definitely holding it close. Glacial still with that beautiful sniper rifle and that green. He is looking to do some work, waiting for it, and actually does make contact with Melody really quickly and getting the first kill on for the match right now. Is going to go ahead and offset it to a 4-5, but Gesha decides to change that and make it even again, taking out Pyrus. And we're looking at a 4-4. They're currently, looks like they're rotating back around and going towards the B side. Now we have explicit waiting, and Glacial still looking down. Looks like through B mid here, waiting for them to come through. Misses the shot. Gesha is able to finish him off, and so unfortunately, Explicit is not in a good spot, and Gesha is able to finish out Explicit with a headshot, leaving Jiggy and Rex the only 2 left now, and everybody on Violent GG is looking pretty good on their health.
Jiggy is going to be caught out here. Does take a lot of damage. Rex trying to go for this long flank again. Nobody's watching it. Finally, there's going to be one of the players turning around to look, and now Rex is going to be in a lot of trouble.
But maybe not. He's holding it pretty good. He's going to go for the grenade throw. Misses it. He's got to get a reload in. They definitely got a sniper rifle on him. Not looking good for him. They know he's there. Vin is currently moving back and around. There's not much he can do. Bomb is planted. It's a 1v3. Vin trying to hold the angle to force him out and is able to make contact straight into the belly button, taking Rex out and winning that round, making it a 4-5. Gesha ramming up to the top with 12 kills. Vin sitting there in second place with 7, and Mag making his way up from the bottom at 4. But there's a trifecta right there, sitting there with 4, 4, and 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's really close thus far. You know, definitely a stark contrast to Grounded in our first semifinal, which was a hard stomp in favor of Rain. This one, very back and forth. Neither team really able to grip control of this one. And Explicit going to be sitting with just a pistol this round, though. So maybe something to keep our eyes on. See if they're able to reset the economy here.
Yeah, Rex not looking too good. He's getting bombarded with grenades and everything. Gesha comes and takes out Rex, which is the first person in the way to getting to A. So they may be pushing to that. Now we still got some, we got Caught and Melody still sitting over here by B, trying to keep everybody's attention. So it could be either way for them. Gesha comes in and picks off Pyrus and getting another kill for the board, getting it down to a 4. Well, I guess it wasn't going to be a 5, but a 3-4 right now, because it looks like Caught was able to be taken out, and Gesha getting taken out easily with the health being super low. Glacial not looking too good with the low health, not making contact with any of the shots, and Melody was able to come in to finish him off, and that is now leaving Jiggy all by himself to finish it off. Mag is able to be taken out, but Melody again cleaning up a couple of people's messes and tying it up for the first time, going to get to 5-5.
Yeah, 5-5 or 2 rounds away from the side swap, and the game is tied. So this is good news for really both teams if they're able to hold on here. I mean, obviously a little bit better for Violent because you want to be playing on defense with the game on the line, with the entire series on the line, really. If Violent GG are able to pick up a round or 2 here and close off the half with a couple of wins, go into defense with an advantage, that's absolutely massive for them. So definitely gonna be looking to try and close up a round, especially with the economy buys here for the side of Grand, having to buy mostly SMGs and shotguns in this round.
Which is definitely a bit of a disadvantage, but I've definitely seen some nice work with some P90s. The shotguns right now, Pyrus, I'm not really sure what he may be, where he might be to where he's sitting with it. He should be in B long, kind of a close quarter areas, hopefully. But unfortunately, Caught is able to take him out with a headshot, so definitely didn't work in his favor. Jiggy over here going for Melody, and there's also another person in front of him, which is Vin, but is able to take him out, and so everybody is currently converging onto A. We have Explicit still sitting there with 100% health, and Glacial not looking too good on the health, but Explicit still at 100, but it's a 2v3. A P90 can come in handy. And so will it actually work? And it definitely does not. Gesha is able to finish out with a headshot on Glacial, and Vin getting that quick scope on Explicit to take the lead with 6.
Venly absolutely doing wonders with that U ratio. He is the team's main sniper and is kind of showcasing why in these last couple of rounds has been absolutely incredible with that gun in his hands. Able to find multiple picks and timely too. That's the other thing. It's not necessarily just getting the kills. It's about finding them at the right times where your opponents aren't going to be able to answer and trade back as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the biggest part that we've seen thus far with the games today is once the snipers get to close quarters, you know, bad things happen to them. But Vin is definitely not allowing that to happen. He is holding strong. But here we go. Mag getting a double kill on Explicit and Pyrus. And is Jiggy going to be able to make contact? He's holding his flank. Rex is holding it as well for him. But little does Jiggy know that there is 3 people about to bum rush him around the corner. And Mag is able to finish Jig off to get another kill for him. Maybe Bryson up on the ranks. Rex being the only one left. He does have the sniper rifle in hand, but can he finish off all 3 of them? Because Vin has absolutely no health left. Mag not looking too good. Vin was able to be taken out, but Melody finishing it off quickly with the most health and easily able to do that. Now we're going to be flipping sides. ViolentGG did take that round, getting them all the way to 7 and 5 currently right now, with Grand Glacial still at the top, then Jiggy, then Rex at 9 and 7. We also have a trifecta of 7s here with Rex, Explicit, and Pyrus. Gesha's hanging out the top with 15. Next one down 11. So they're not doing too bad.
Yeah, not too bad, but it is an advantage. ViolentGG, again, they are the ones with the advantage. They're up 1 game in this best of 3. They only need to win this one, and they will be going on to face Rain tomorrow in the finals. Currently with this pistol round, nice rush over to A. They kind of made a little bit of noise towards B and mid, but now rush out onto A. They're able to get the site, but can they hold it is the question.
Vin is trying to get a couple shots in, at least get the damage down. Vin is able to take Explicit. Rex takes out Gesha. Mag gets a double kill on Jiggy and Rex, and then Kot is able to finish Pyrus out. And so now we're sitting at 8-5. That's going to go to Violent there. Again, yeah, you are right. They do have the advantage on the defense right now. Grant has to come to them at this point, so they need to be able to get these shots off, because right now, with going into this second round for the swap, they now have the weapon advantage at this point, aside from everybody with revolvers, which, again, well-placed shots can do wonders.
Absolutely can, but it's a little bit better to just be able to kind of spray a bit and look at those same kills. But Fire's going to be finding one with just the silence pistol, not even having the revolver there, is able to get one. So always feels good to get a kill when you're on a pistol round, but it's not going to actually turned out a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. But now it's 1 versus 3. Pyres did pick up an SMG along the way. Have a little bit of a better chance, but not going to be able to hold off against Kot there. And that's going to be now 9-5. ViolentGG are within scratching distance of getting this victory.
Oh, absolutely. Now, if Grand can pull back what they did from the last match and get those 5 rounds in a row again, they can pull ahead at this point if they can start now. But right now with Gesh at 17 holding the top, doesn't look like Gesh is going to let that happen. Because again, they have a 4-round lead over Grand, and they just need a few more left to go to take this home.
Like Venley was pushing up with the U ratio and then actually heard multiple footsteps around the corner and immediately backed off to a safer distance, knowing that he wasn't going to have the time to get set up. So actually backed away to a spot where he could get set with that U ratio to try and find any members of the opposition. So a good heads up play there of not trying to force it, not trying to make something happen.
Yeah, and looks like they're all going to be going through B long here. Mag's able to pick up a double kill on Pirates and Rex, and Gesh was almost able to keep from the side, but unfortunately was taken out by Explicit, but then was able to pick it off. Now we got Jiggy trying to get Mag, but unfortunately he's not making it work and was taken out by Mag. One more left in front of him, which is Glacial, and was taken out. And so that round is going to go to ViolentGG. And Mag really coming up in that scoreboard. And Mag currently sitting at number 2, just just a little bit away from Gesh at 17, Vin at 13, Cod at 9, and Medley at 7. Now we still have our dynamic duo of Glacial and Jiggy at 10, and then our also duo being Rex and Explicit, and actually Pyrus being a triple, all on Grand. So everybody staying relatively close, but definite higher scores are definitely helping out. Gesh gets out Glacial, getting one more on it, but Pyrus is able to finish that off. Mag getting another kill, which is going to be Rex to add up to the scoreboard. And so Mag might be able to, if does the exact same thing, maybe take out and move up. But Explicit says absolutely not and takes Mag out. So cannot rise to the ranks. We'll have to wait for another round to see if Mag can take the MVP again. And so we'll have to see that on another round.
Yeah, I mean, Mag was so impressive in map 1 and then started off very slow here in map 2. Is there a little bit of a jiggle peak there as Ven's trying to hold this angle, but does eventually give up on it. Doesn't want to risk getting picked off themselves. Instead, going to play a slightly different angle, look for a different look. Ven finds the kill on the Jiggy. A different, moving slightly, puts him into a better spot and is able to make it work, although does get picked off.
Yeah, Pyrus was able to finish him off with that headshot, and unfortunately was not able to make contact. Kot, though, did make contact to Pyrus. Now we still have Explicit, which has absolutely no health left, but is surprisingly able to take out Kot. And so we're seeing a 1v1 with 5 health and 100 health. We can make an assumption that Explicit may be taken out, but depends on who can get the right angle. Explicit really trying not to get taken out, but switches out to try and move forward, and Medley is able to finish him off, giving that round to ViolentGG and moving up. Mag at 16, Gesh at 18, and Glacial and Jiggy and Explicit and Pyrus all at 10. Rex is the only one that doesn't have 10, but we can maybe see that happen this round. They're definitely looking good on the scoreboard. They're doing great teamwork, staying together with their kills, and they're definitely trading off very evenly, but it just doesn't look to be enough to go up against ViolentGG and their skill level at this point that they're pulling off.
Yeah, ViolentGG have looked so good. Melody finds a quick kill here on Rex. So Rex going to be staying at 8 kills for now, as the entirety of Violent is still up and playing these angles again, just waiting for members of Grand to come towards them. Looks like Grand's trying to get towards A. A is so hard to push on Grounded, in my opinion, because the majority of your push is going to be having to come through storage, and it's such a tight space, such a close quarters area there, that it's I feel like very easy to defend against that angle. And your only other option is to really try and go through mid, and mid is just not a very safe area for either team. So right now it is going to be advantage Violent, as they're starting to get a little antsy, maybe push up a bit here. Cadillac does push up and find one.
Yeah, then we got Glacial picking off Kesha there. We got a 2v3 matchup, which actually it's going to be a 3v1. Vin was able to take out Glacial, and we're looking at Kot with almost no health, but Vin is coming around the corner. Does not look good for Pyres. But he does get him through the door. Swapping it out, going for the sniper rifle, which may not be a good option right now, which is not. Middle comes in with the silenced dog for the headshot and takes him out. It is now match, game, and point. 1 round left to go. That is for ViolentGG to take this, with Gesh at 20 and Mag at 16, Vin at 15. We're looking at 12, 11, 10, 10, and 8 on the Grand side. So everybody's looking really nicely. Like I said, they are very, very low, and they are currently at the same matchup that they had. Grand only had 5 on the first one. They're currently at 5. If they do it again, it'll be 2 of the same. Mag going for Glacial, starting us off strong. Rex coming for the revenge. Gesha coming from behind, getting one to Jiggy, is able to swap out. Vin going for Jiggy as well. We got Pirates around the corner. But it's able to be taken out. And Medley going for Explicit. And that is game. It is the exact same as it was last time. It is now 13-5. And ViolentGG took out the champions, Grand. They were able to go fast and hard and go for them, and is able to take them out, and is going to be going forward into the finals against Rain.
Yeah, I mean, even though the score was the same at 13-5, it didn't feel quite as dominant this time around, but ViolentGG able to take it 2-0 and punch their ticket to the finals. Very impressive stuff from this team. Again, a team that there wasn't a whole lot of information on. They're a fairly new squad. Just 2 months ago, this team had come together and have gotten themselves to a point where they look incredibly strong against one of the staples of European critical ops. So really impressive stuff coming out from ViolentGG, this young squad. Looking forward to seeing how they can fare against Rain, who again, going to be the odds-on favorites, going to be heavy favorites going into that game because just the experience and the history of that team. But I think from what we saw today, ViolentGG could very easily make a run here.
Oh, absolutely. From ViolentGG doing as hard as they did, it was just absolutely just unexpected with how they were able to take Grand out like that. Because I've seen Grand do that and worse to other teams, and it's amazing to see them do that. And so if there's going to be one of them to do it, it definitely will be them to go up against Rain. So at this point, we're going to be seeing everybody moving forward. We have, again, ViolentGG going forward, and then we have Rain going into the finals.
Rain only had 5 on the first one, 5. They do it again, it'll be 2 of the same.
And so we are definitely seeing everything moving forward quite nicely, and these guys are definitely doing good. And so we will be needing to see them move forward and have a good time with it. Definitely with the points here, they're definitely going to be getting points anyway, so that's absolutely fantastic to see that they're going to be getting the points and moving forward. Of course, it being that, you know, 3rd place and 4th place will still get 12 and 8 points, but we're going to find out tomorrow who's going to be getting that 25 and that 18 points for this first qualifier round for the finals.
And so those finals tomorrow are going to be extremely exciting. Absolutely cannot wait for those. But if you just want more critical ops action, there's also going to be the North American tournament happening later on today. So make sure you tune in to see the North American teams go at it as well. And then, of course, tomorrow we're going to then have the European and North American finals will be happening tomorrow. But these finals are going to be absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to see what this matchup's going to look like.
Oh, and absolutely. And again, guys, do not forget to go check out Geyser. That is going to be geyser@.io, and also at Geyser on Twitter, and along with the COPS League and COPS Esports. So, guys, we'll see you guys here tomorrow for the EU finals. And again, don't forget to go follow them and get signed up and on the website. We'll see you guys tomorrow.